Alright, back with our Burning Vengeance deck for the Pain Journal format. Deck's good. I mean, I've played this deck for a while. I've been tweaking it and tuning it here and there ever since I saw it from the Gathering tournament from Crazy Bailoff and Chandlertron. Like I said, I just they were the ones that started the idea and they started doing well. I just kind of like tweaked it from there. Like you saw in some of the matches where like Lava Dart, Fight Speculation Lava Dart just kill our opponent when we had a Burning Vengeance out. That's like just it's so good. It just like won games out of nowhere. Won games where I shouldn't have won them, or it just represented like 12 9. This card represents 9 damage with one Burning Vengeance. Two Burning Vengeances, they're probably just dead. They're just dead right there. So that was cool. I like most of the main deck. Like Treasure Cruise was good when it was good. The one Alchemy, I never saw it enough to really like make it great, but the idea of it's good. I would never want to play 4 speculations. I always cut one after sideboard, so maybe that could be anything else. Slag Storms were good. All these spells are like kind of like auto includes in terms of like the Ravings, the Tormenting Voice, the Lootings. Those are all auto includes. I like the mana base was fine. Maybe I could like play one more mountain over an island. I'm not sure. Sideboard, Nibbles was great. Negate, I never really got to cast it. Smash was fine. Rhythm Ring was really good. Uh, the only cards that kind of suspect are like Wipe Away, Counterflux. Mostly because they're double blue. Counterflux, I didn't play any control matchups. Honestly, the matchups I played, most decks were fine. Maybe not like the things you would see at a tournament, even with the league matches. So that's why it was really just strange. I just picked the first 5 matches I could find. So um, I don't know. In a meta of like where people mostly in the tournament they play the control decks, things like that. I could see like negate, counterflux being like awesome. Wipe away, I'm not really sure. Nimbus of Frost, it only like I said, it was really good, but I didn't think I'd only play 3. It is 4 drop, and the deck operates pretty much on like a 4 to 5 mana curve, so you really don't want any more than like 5 lands in play. Because most of the time you're just gonna discard them to a flame jab. Uh, yeah. I honestly I really don't know what I would put in the sideboard to replace like wipe away or the random counter spells. I'm not really sure what the deck is. The deck is obviously weak against Scrabbling Claws. Nobody really got to play it against me. The games didn't go long enough. Life gain wasn't the biggest issue. Like life gain on their side. Even when one of them had like a Jaddy offshoot and they were just like gaining like 2 life a turn, it didn't matter at some points. I was just able to just like kind of like nug it away. The deck, like, I mean, it has very like once a Burning Vengeance is on the field, it has very surprisingly fast closing speed. And sideboard, when they take out all the removal spells and then Niblis of Frost comes in, then it just gets even better. So maybe like I could just play for Niblis. Yeah, maybe just like play for Niblis as like the sideboard thing and just kind of like try to go from there. So maybe like cut like the 2 wipe aways for another Niblis, and then just like a flex slot. I'm not really sure what you could play. Um, maybe I was thinking things like Gutter Snipe. Gutter Snipe was in my sideboard for a while. Gutter Snipe is basically like the creature, like the kind of a Burning Vengeance, but on a creature. But you didn't need the graveyard to like kind of help you out. So, but it just seemed like too fragile. I didn't test it that much, but it just I don't know. I wasn't like the biggest fan of it. I think Nibbles was just a lot better. It just controls the board really well. But yeah, that was it. I think the deck is great. Like I didn't obviously lose. I won some really close matches. I almost lost some matches I shouldn't have lost, but I think the deck is like really good. But it has weaknesses. One, it's very reliant on the graveyard. Two, it's very reliant on Burning Vengeance. And three, that's pretty much it. Like, if your opponent has like Imperial Mask or some way where you can't target them, then yeah, you're not really gonna attack them a lot, especially game one. If they just play Imperial Mask game one, you just die. And then game two, you're just kind of like leaning on Nibbles of Frost. And I know in Chandlertron's version, he had Magnivore in his sideboard, which was really good Unfortunately, we don't play a lot of sorceries. Actually, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we do play a lot of not a lot, but a lot of times we're like doubling away with treasure cruise and things like that. So Magnivore doesn't really get that big, but it's worth considering. I like Niblis a lot. I think Niblis is really strong every time I played it. It's just like blows the game out, you know. So maybe more like cheap prowess users could be useful too. But yeah, that's it. If you liked everything you saw, just check out my other videos from this season. Also some other deck techs, and hopefully there's more to come of these now that I'm not as busy anymore. So yeah, thanks for watching.